음악과 오디오를 즐기는 가이드 샘튜브 오승연입니다. 자, 오늘 2023년 미넨 오디오 쇼에서 또 반가운 인터뷰를 또 만들었죠. 베리티오디오의 CEO 브루노 부샤르 씨를 모시겠습니다. Hello, Mr. Bruno Bushar.
Hello.
It's very nice to meet you again.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Yeah, thank you. How have you been doing?
I've been doing quite well, actually. Yeah.
Very busy to meet and greet some of your old fans here, and to
Yes.
develop a new loudspeaker models or anything.
Yes, we've been pretty much, for the last 2 years, we've been pretty much active. After the pandemic, we thought, it was important to introduce new product.
Right.
So we did the Arendal loudspeaker, and we did the Florestan. We just did the Florestan that we're showing at the show, at the Iron Show in Munich this year.
I saw yesterday. It was very impressive.
You think so? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So it's a new approach. It's the same type of project that we've always been doing, but now we're using open back monitor. So it's just this is something we like quite a bit. It just brings some more hair to the speakers. It opens up the image a lot.
Right.
Brings some more depth of image, more width of image. So this is, we're very, very pleased with the result it's giving us. So basically the Florestan was inspired from the Arendal. This is something we started with the Arendal, and now we're offering it with the Florestan.
Right.
So now we changed the way the monitor is built. We have an aluminum front plate in front, so all the speakers are attached to it.
Right.
We have an open back with a special grill and a special diffusion system inside the speakers to only release some of the energy behind the loudspeaker. And we're using the sandwich cone woofer also, which improves the definition in the bass. The bass is more intelligible, more articulate. And being doing that, it kind of brings something more to the mid-range, also to the tweeter frequency response. So we're very happy with the results, and we've been successful doing that.
Okay, so let me summarize it that during the COVID period, you have some time to concentrate on the R&D.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
develop new models. It was a time to develop new models.
It was a time to develop that.
And your concept, the Beritiodio concept is the same, but you go deeper, the quality and performance.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. And so we've got we means that the fan of the Beritiodio, we've got some Florestan,
Florestan, yes,
and Arendal.
Arendal, yeah.
Okay, good, very nice. And I heard that some Macy's, the stand for universal type.
Yeah, this is something we've developed a few years ago.
Really?
And what we found out with time, because we were using cones and spikes like a lot of manufacturers are doing.
Yeah.
But we realized, with many years, we've been in business for 28 years now. So by doing a lot of different setup in different environment, we realized that the speakers was really dependent of the floor. Where we play, whether you play it on concrete floor or wooden floor, the sound was changing quite a bit depending on where we were playing that.
Right.
So we work on the solution really to isolate the loudspeakers from the floor to eliminate this problem. So we kind of created a filter. Basically, it's an acoustic filter that filters the energy that would come out from the bottom of the speaker, making sure it doesn't reach the floor. So it's a special material we're using that we isolate the acoustic energy, and we use also special elastometer that will lower the resonance frequency to isolate the mechanical vibration that could come out from the speakers. So, and what's great also is that we don't use spikes anymore, so we have special feet that we can adjust easily, and you can push the speaker on the floor. It won't create any damage, so you can push it, install it, position it. You don't have to remove the spikes every time, and it's very, very convenient.
The name is Masis,
It's the Macy's basis. Yeah, yeah.
because you normally use some French accent, so
Yeah.
we need to pronounce it in English or
Yeah.
some Korean Masis. So it's just joke, but we can expect that with the Masis, every speaker can be a Beritiodio style
Yeah.
by eliminating some resonances and some.
It eliminates the effect of the floor. So you don't in some occasions, in some setup sometimes we could feel the energy in the floor and even going through our legs from the floor.
Yeah.
But we don't have that anymore. It's
Great.
really well isolated.
Want to monitor it.
Yeah.
And you have the amplifier, like you expand the range of your products.
Yes.
Into the Monsalva, like.
It's a Monsalva system.
Great. Yeah. So you have planning some expanding more amplifiers for to drive your loudspeakers.
For the moment, there's going to be a new generation of electronics. This is the first generation.
Right.
In 2024, there will be a new generation. Basically the same thing, but using newer technology, because digital is evolving very quickly.
Sure.
And that wasn't a project from Verite at the beginning. When we designed the Monsalva loudspeaker, that's the flagship of the company.
Yeah.
We wanted to design a special preamp with crossover and a time delay inside the preamp to be able to work the Monsalva. So we work with an electronic engineer in Montreal. He's a good friend of mine. He's involved with the company now. We work with him to develop this electronic specially to drive the Monsalva system.
Sure.
And when we did that, we were so pleased by the results that we thought, well, maybe we should introduce a preamp using the same technology. And also, when you sell a system like the Monsalva, a lot of customers, a lot of lifestyle customers, they don't want to bother buying electronics and everything. So we thought, well, we should also propose amplifiers with it. So this is what we did. We developed a special amplifiers only to drive the Monsalva loudspeakers. And by doing that, the same thing happened. We liked it so much that we thought, well, we should probably propose it, for, stereo speaker.
Yeah.
And start to introduce the brand in the market, not only for the Monsalva, but for any other speakers.
That's the point. Because many of it might be some happening in Korea, but driving your loudspeaker, Beritiodio speakers, they're very difficult to drive.
You think so?
It actually, to my opinion, is somewhat different.
Okay.
They didn't understand. Many of them, they don't understand how Beritiodio speaker sounds like.
Yeah.
Sometimes they put close to the wall to sound real hot.
Yeah.
They don't have any 3D staging. They don't have.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing is happen. So whenever I see that kind of thing happens, the amplifier is very different. I ask them why you put close to the real wall, because it does not sound any bass amount is very small. So I need more
bass,
more driving, more dynamic sound. So my amplifier doesn't work. So I put the bass back wall. That kind of thing happens. So whenever I see that, they need some right amplifier to drive the Beritiodio. So the amplifier developed by yourself, the Beritiodio, is very important, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, but I think, I think the only speaker we might have been having in our range that was a bit more difficult to drive was the Parsifal.
Parsifal.
Yeah. But any other speaker we
agree.
have, they're quite efficient, they're 93 dB and above, so they're quite efficient. They don't need that much power. Of course, We allow our speakers to go deeper in frequencies that most of the speakers in the market right now. The way we built it, the way we designed it, because we use the reinforcement of the rear wall, so we tune the speakers in a way that the displacement of the cone are much less than any other speakers while producing the same amount of bass. So it allows us to make them go deeper. So of course you have to have a good amp to be able to drive the woofer, but the most important thing is probably the damping factor on the power amp.
Right.
Because otherwise it's going to be only a matter of placing the speakers in the room, making sure the bass is well balanced. But to drive them, you don't need much power. You need current, but not a lot of voltage.
So I was actually it's a different story, but I was very impressed about your indication about which location, according to the spaces of listener, you designate the position.
Yes.
This is something like the mathematical dimension.
Yeah.
So I let them know. Whenever they have some wrong position, I let them know. Please ask please read the Bruno Bushard indicated.
Customers. This is a service we offer to customers. You know, if your customers have problems placing their speaker, they just have to write us an email, and we'll be happy to help them. We developed a special software to really find a good starting point where you can place your speakers, and we always propose 2 or 3 different locations, and usually there's always one of them that's going to be working very well.
Personally, I tested it according to your position. Indicating. To me, it's very satisfying.
It is, okay. And we do that all the time, you know. We do that with distributors. Distributors who do show, you know. Sometimes they get in a new room, they want to have a quick information about where they should place the product.
Right.
And even here in Munich, you know, we knew the dimension of the room. We did some calculation.
Sure.
We tried a few of them, and one of them was working very well.
I think the dealer of your loudspeaker has been not that kind of thing. They didn't let their customer, their purchaser, know about that. So I hope your new dealer will do that better way, better
well,
location.
maybe it is something we should put on the website, you know, to inform our customers, because this is the only way we can talk to our customers, you know, through the website. So maybe that would be a good idea for us to do something about that. Yeah.
So when they hear your loudspeaker in right position, the sound will be completely different. I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because our speakers are wide spectrum, you know, very wide spectrum. It makes it a little bit more critical to place in a room because of the wide spectrum. But once you get it on the right spot, then you know what you get is so good, you know. It's astonishing.
Sometimes it disappears in the spaces.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, then that might be my last question.
Yeah.
So you're located in Canada, and I suppose you are more accustomed with the USA fairs in the USA so far.
Yes.
And how about the fair in the UK, fair in the Europe? I know that Munich is now the biggest audio fair in the world.
For us right now, it is, yeah.
But the atmosphere is quite different. It might be quite different from US and Europe. So
Yes.
how do you feel when you join the US, Europe fair like this way?
Well, we really like to come to Munich here. We like the room. We have a good distributor. He's very helpful in preparing the room for us and helping us to find everything that we need. So for us, it's very, very convenient. We don't go to Vegas anymore.
Yeah.
And it was a difficult time, you know, it's just before Christmas. There's so many things to do, and it's always a difficult
very early
time, you know, in the year.
Yeah.
Right. So, but here in Munich, I think it's a perfect location to, and it's much more convenient for distributors to come here.
Okay. The European audiophiles like your speakers,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I really hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the customers, what we found out with years, that most of our customers are customers that have been around for many years. They've been having system for many years, and they know exactly what they're looking for.
Right. Old audiophiles.
Yeah, real audiophile that have some experience in the business.
Right.
Because our speakers might not be as impressive at first listening. When you start to listen to them at first, they might not impress you. But they will impress you with time. When you own a Verity speaker and you spend a lot of time with it, then you fall in love with it.
Right.
That's the approach we have.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Right. So your new speaker,
Yes,
lineups will get a success. I really hope.
I do hope so too.
To Europe and USA too, and also in Korea and Asia too.
I hope so. Yeah, we're very excited.
Yeah.
To have them in the market and show them and have people listening to them.
Okay. Soon, my YouTube channel, SamTube, will also make some review someday soon.
Okay.
I really hope.
Okay.
Okay.
That will be very nice.
Okay. So
Okay.
hope you will get a good result in Munich by tomorrow, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And see you soon in Korea or somewhere else.
See you soon.
Okay.
I would love to go to your show. When is the show in South Korea?
Maybe we have 2 times.
You have 2 shows? Okay.
Yeah. One is in early of January 2, and also is maybe end of November or early of December this year.
I like to go to South to Seoul. I
Because
think
a couple of months soon.
it's a nice place to go. The food is good.
Yeah.
I like sushi, and this is probably the best for me. It's been the best place for sushi.
Good.
I love it. Yeah.
Okay, please try within a couple of months in Seoul.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for joining the
You're
SamTube.
welcome. Thank you very much for having me.
It's my great pleasure to have you here too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
In the end of interview. Thank you very much.
Thank
Bruno.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.